Hi everyone! Please let me know if you can hear me, if the music is too loud over my voice, or if anything is just weird in general. But hi Penny, hi Mary Jo. I wasn't planning on necessarily doing a live tonight, but I have some crocheting to do, and I have a little bit of time, so I figured let's just hang out. Oops, I'm sorry if that made a loud noise. Amber can hear me, Allison can hear me. I can hear you. This is my first live. Welcome, Mary Jo. It's only my second live, so we're all pretty new here. Second live on YouTube, at least. Allison, this yarn is sadly from Joanne. It was from the like holiday collection of yarn they came out with yesterday? Last year. I think it was called Winter, I want to say. So glad I was able to catch you. I'm sitting here working on my cardigan. Ugh, what a vibe. We are working on granny squares for the Christmas shirt that I am making for Michael to match my Christmas sweater vest that we are determined to have made by Christmas. And this is going to be kind of the topic subject of the vlog this coming week. So you'll hear all about it and you'll see all about it. But basically I realized that I needed some more squares, and I just realized this afternoon because I was like, I need to work on this more, because not only do I just need to get it finished, but I want to get this finished so that I can have it finished by the end of my vlog. And when I realized that it wasn't just sewing and putting it together, but that I actually still needed to sit and crochet some squares, I was like, oh, I could go live while I work on that. And so here we are. Okay, I have a lot of chat to catch up on. I think I recognize it now. Just found your channel like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Well, welcome. I'm fairly new to YouTube, but I've been having so much fun. Working on a top-down constructed raglan knit sweater. Ooh, that sounds lovely. I'm so here for all the cozy projects for fall and winter, you guys. Hi, Salil. I'm doing well. How are you? What size hook are you using? I'm using a 4mm currently. And I feel like I might be able to, no, I guess that's pretty in focus. I needed 16 more squares to expand the sizing of it just a little bit. I really want to make sure. So, okay, if you guys haven't seen any of the little updates that I've made about this on my TikTok, which I haven't posted an update about this particular project in like a long time. Usually when I have a whip, I like to finish it up and I like to get it done. But this is one of those projects that has just sat for literally, I started this project almost a year ago. And that's a long time for me personally. I like to finish a project, I like to get in, I like to get out, you know what I mean? I don't typically let things sit, but this is one of those projects that I just did not have the mental strength to follow through, but we're doing it. So I'll show you guys. I have the pattern printed out next to me here. And I'll show you what, if you haven't seen it. It's going to look kind of like this when we're done. This is like the cool guy version of it, but we're doing like a funky retro Christmas version of it. So all the squares are going to be like just different colors and combinations of colors, and it's going to be really super funky. So it's not going to be like, this is like cool, but we're not going for cool. We're going for like weird and funky. Finished a poncho yesterday, and I used the rest of the yarn to make a bandana today. We love to see it. Yeah, so I don't want to like spoil the whole vlog, but I had to kind of come to a crossroads and make a determination about the sizing of this. And Michael, I mean, I'm the same way, doesn't enjoy wearing things that like hug him, you know, like he wants it to be kind of roomy, kind of loose. And I totally get that. So I was realizing that I needed to add a few more squares so that it actually would be like comfy feeling. I don't want this to be something that he like never wants to wear, which obviously it's not like he's going to wear it super often anyway. It's kind of a very particular piece. And it's mostly going to be for like Christmas parties and stuff, but I still want it to be comfortable. So, you know, it's like I've put all this work into this piece. I don't want it to be, I spent all this time and then it's something that he doesn't even enjoy wearing, you know? That's what I'm thinking. So I would much rather take the time to make a handful of extra squares to make sure that the sizing is going to be exactly what we want it to be. Hi Kay, hi Seta, welcome everyone. It's kind of an impromptu last minute live. We're working on some granny squares. They're gonna be funky and colorful and fun. We are letting the color changes happen wherever they happen. And they're gonna be turned into a short sleeve button down shirt for Michael. And it's going to be his half of our semi-matching Christmas crochet outfits. I finished mine last year, and I did not have time to finish his. I just had made the bulk of the squares, and I said, my gosh, I have got to finish this thing so that we can actually wear our outfits this Christmas. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're working on. Shannon! Yes, Shannon. Obviously, you heard me continuing to talk about it. So yes, they are for Michael's shirt. The vlog this week is going to be all about finishing this shirt. So yesterday, I spent a lot of time stitching squares together and trying to determine if the sizing was right and all that kind of stuff. So I won't spoil it too much. I'll give you guys something to look forward to in the vlog. But I need to actually set my camera up and record a little bit right now during this live because this needs to be part of the vlog as well. Let me see if I hope my battery is charged up and everything. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Just gonna set my camera. I'm gonna set it on this side because my mic is like in my face. And then we get the pretty yarn wall in there, and that's nice too. Okay. Can't wait to see it. Got my first Berg box the other day, and I love it. I can't wait for winter. Yay! Oh, Amber, you subscribed at a good time because the winter box is going to be lovely. I've been working on the winter Berg box a lot behind the scenes. And those go out December 10th, which is gonna be here faster than we know it. I asked right as you started. Yeah, I figured. So how are you guys tonight? What are we... I know some of you already shared you were crocheting things, but if you are working on a project right now and you haven't shared yet, I'd love to know what you guys are working on. I love watching you pack them. I'm glad you do. I am, I'm soaking up hot cocoa bomb season. I am, because it's, it's a short window of time in the year, but man, am I looking forward to having a little bit more margin to go live on YouTube regularly. I do think that we probably will, at least do like a once a week live here where we do exactly this. We crochet and we hang out and we chat, because I love doing that. I love going live and chatting and hanging out and crocheting, and we're kind of sneaking it in wherever we can at the moment, but once we wrap up hot cocoa bomb season, I'll have a little more free time to be able to hang out on a regular basis. Market prepping, my con is Friday. Oh my goodness, Shannon. Are you feeling ready, Shannon? Or are you feeling like I still have so much to do? I know you've been working hard getting ready for that for a long time. So that's going to be exciting to finally have it happen. Crocheting a cotton blanket, Seta, lovely. Joanne is working on a chevron ripple blanket. Amber's working on the Simplicity cardigan by Kiki Crochet on the last pattern round before the ribbing. Ooh, exciting! You're about to be able to wear a new cardigan. Started my own channel a few months ago, and I love watching you when I work. Oh, I love that, Mary Jo. Thank you. I will have to check out your channel as well. Are you guys starting to get some fall weather at all where you're living, or is it still warm? We finally had the temperatures dropping a little bit, and the past few days we've been able to have the air turned off, the windows open. It feels like fall, and it's absolutely delightful. I feel overwhelmed. I made a table runner today though, and it looks nice. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, I can imagine overwhelm. That sounds about right with getting ready for a big event like that. Hello from Arizona. Hello, Sophia. Welcome. I'm in New Jersey, and we're bracing for a storm. Ooh. Yes, finally feels like fall here. I've got a hot cocoa bomb market coming up this Saturday, and it's outside. And I'm just like, if we can keep up with this cooler weather and even get more cooler, that would be so ideal. Because I really don't want to have to worry about my stuff melting. I did talk with the event organizer ahead of time, because they're actually not charging me anything to be there. They're letting vendors come for free. Like, they just want to have a nice event, and they're just wanting vendors to come. So they're not charging them anything, which is pretty cool. So they reached out to me and were like, hey, we'd like you to come do this event. We're not charging anything. And I had to vet it, because I was like, is this legit? But it is legit. And I let her know. I said, I just, that was a couple weeks ago, and I was, you can't really see the forecast that far in advance. And I did some research on like the typical temperatures in that area, during that time of year, and it looked like it should be okay. But I messaged her and was like, I just need to know if you guys can have me somewhere in the shade, or somewhere where I don't have the sun beaming directly into my tent, because that's going to be probably the deciding factor of whether I'm going to be able to set up or not. So she went and talked with their people, and they are able to accommodate me. So I'm like, not every event is able to do that for you, right? Like, not every event is going to be able to accommodate a special request. But I'm glad I asked, because sometimes I stress about that unnecessarily for things. I'm like, oh, I hope I'm going to be in the shade. I hope I'm going to be in the shade. And it's like, it just dawned on me. I was like, why don't you just ask? just ask them if they can just plan that for you. And I'm so glad I did, because now they're aware and they're gonna be able to make it happen for me. Working on a granny hexagon with yarn from my grandma's stash. The yarn was discontinued in 1978. Holy smokes. Astra, that's amazing. That's so cool. Working on a Halloween mosaic blanket. Oh, that's cute. Fall in the morning, but almost 90 still in the afternoon. Ah, you're in that fun in between where you got cold in the morning and then you got to change your whole outfit by the midday. Have about 6 or 7 more whips, so I'm taking a break before I pick one up. There you go. How many whips do I have currently right now, you guys? I have this one. I have the lacy garden top that I still have not been able to finish. I feel like the lacy garden top will probably be the next thing I finish after I finish this. And then I have the capelet from my mom. I did have one of my friends ask me, one of my friends' moms wanted to know a quote for a baby blanket, but they need it like really soon. So I gotta sit down and work out a price. I don't think I've ever sold a baby blanket before. I don't think I've ever had anyone buy a baby blanket from me. So it would depend on like what they want. And she said the 19th. I assume it means October 19th, which is a week from now. So I would have to add kind of a like rush order fee onto that. And realistically, I probably shouldn't. I probably should just say, I'm sorry, I don't have time. Because I don't. But of course, anytime somebody wants to buy something crochet from me, I'm like, man, I can make it work. And I probably shouldn't do that to myself. Talk me out of it, you guys. But if I don't do that, if I don't take that order, I'm trying to think, is there anything else that like I need to make for any reason? Just I've just been prepping a lot of cup cozies for my markets. And I want to make that a vlog too. Like, how many cup cozies can I make in a day? Because I love that style of video. My first Berg box is in the mail. I'm excited to get it. Saw Passionate Kelsey open hers and I wanted to look into it. I forgot, then your video came on my feed and there it was. Oh my gosh. We love when the algorithms the way that we want it to. Also, that is so cool. I've had a couple people let me know that they decided to subscribe to the Berg box or just subscribe to my channel in general because they saw Passionate Kelsey open the box in her mail opening video, and that is like the coolest thing ever because I know she does her mail days and it looks like she pretty much opens everything on camera, but you know, it's like there's no guarantee when you just send something to someone that they're going to show it in a video. So I was like, I think she'll show it, but I don't know for sure. So the fact that she did and it was like right there in the thumbnail, I was freaking out, you guys. I was freaking out. I did send her a fall one too, and I caught a little bit of her live that she did the other day with her friends, and she did say that she's gonna do the mail video, the next mail opening video sometime soon. So we'll see if the fall box makes an appearance as well. I was watching one of your videos right before you came in. Oh, nice. Oh, Mary Jo found me because of Seta. Look at you, Seta. That's awesome. That kind of word of mouth is my favorite, you know? Just people sharing. I was looking into my the analytics of my latest video that I just uploaded. YouTube gives you a lot of information. A lot of information on your videos. And so there's a there's a part of your analytics where you can see, you know how like when you finish watching a YouTube video, it will give you a suggestion of like what to watch next. And it will actually tell you what's happening here. It will actually tell you what video, like if somebody clicked on your video based on a recommendation, it will tell you what the video was that they were watching before they clicked on your video as the next suggested one. And the video with the highest percentage of clicks after that one is Passionate Kelsey's latest vlog. And I'm like, that's a great audience to be tapping into. I love that. We're almost finished with our first square of the evening. Don't stress yourself out. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Yeah, I need to confirm with my friend when she said the 19th that she means October 19th and not November. Because if it was November, I could do it. But 19th as in like 1 week from now, I just don't think that I have the margin to. I don't think I need to add any extra stressors to my week. Let's put it that way. All right, I'm trying to weave in ends on these as I finish them to keep it a little less stressful. Actually, I want to use this needle. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. So when I did the math and decided to make this little adjustment to the sizing of this pattern, I determined that I needed to make 16 more squares. Because I essentially decided to add 2 more rows of squares to the width of the main panel. And that's kind of how the math worked out to be, is like that was the extra amount I was doing to make sure that it was nice and roomy. And I worked on these last night. Oh man, we had so much fun. Hello, welcome. It's Rhea. Yesterday, we had a board game night for our life group, and our friend Brittany hosted at her house. And do you guys like board games? I think that maybe I am a party pooper because I don't like board games at all. Like especially if it has like a lot of strategy and rules, you know, you see those memes about it's like when people start explaining a board game and your brain just starts melting. That's me. I can't do it. If it takes more explanation, I just realized I've been recording for 14 minutes. I forgot I was recording a clip. My camera's it's going. Okay. Well, that is definitely enough footage. Whoopsies. Anyway, if it takes more explanation than like Uno, I'm out. I can't. I like party games, like an apples to apples kind of situation, something like that. But if it's a game that takes any type of strategy, like they played Settlers of Catan last night. It's not happening. Sorry, Michael is sending me things. Whoops. Michael's at the grocery store. God bless him. And he always has questions for me. But also he was sending me, apparently Taco Bell has kits. And he was like, look, because he knows I love their chicken quesadillas. But I feel like anything Taco Bell in the store never tastes like Taco Bell. So I don't care, you know? It doesn't tempt me. Okay, so games. Let me get back to where I was. So they did play Bananagrams for a little bit, and after watching that game, I was like, okay, I feel like I could get into that one. But I brought my crochet. That's what I did. They had this big dining room table, and they kind of spread all the games. I got my crochet out. We had coffee, we had snacks. We made, like, Brittany put out this beautiful nacho bar, so we had nachos. It was such a great time. And some people went in the other room and they were playing Nintendo Switch on the TV. Most of the group was playing board games at the table. I brought my crochet. I was just like there for the vibes. It was a great night, and I did take a couple of clips. You guys will see in the vlog. They were playing a version of Bananagrams where, if you're not familiar with the game, I'm not going to try and explain it because I don't have a full handle on it. But basically, they were doing a version where, like, every time you have to pick up a new letter, you switch places. Like, you have to rotate around the table and work off of somebody else's board or whatever. So I have a clip that you guys will see in my vlog where I'm recording, and then you just hear the chaos and then people just running around behind me to get to the next spot. It was really fun. And we had a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Let me get caught up here. Try to get my whips down, but it's like every time I finish one, I add on two. That's the realest thing, Mary Jo. Absolutely love board games. The more complex, the better. So you're like my husband, Ria, because Michael loves a complex board game, and I just, like, I can't be bothered. Catan is one of my favorites. Our friend Allison has been begging our life group to play Catan for actual years. So she was so happy that everybody was finally playing Catan. They never do the Taco Bell stuff. Like, even their taco seasoning isn't good. Yeah, it's like never the same. I don't fall for it anymore. Love board games. My sister-in-law banned us from playing Monopoly at Thanksgiving. Monopoly, the age-old divisive board game. I don't know if you guys can see. Dunkin's in the window up here. She's sleeping. And Murdoch is sleeping also in the other room. I assume. Last time I went out there, she was sleeping on the little cat tree pedestal. For anybody who's only been watching my vlogs and doesn't follow me, like, on the podcast or elsewhere, I don't know where else I've shared this. If you've only been watching my vlogs, I don't know that you've caught this yet, but we discovered after a trip to the vet, much to our surprise, that Murdoch is actually a girl, not a boy. And I think this last week's vlog that went up is the last one with footage where we were still calling her him. But yeah, Murdoch is a girl. We were very thrown off by that information because the same vet is the one that told us that she was a boy. And I just never really thought to inspect very closely after that because I was taking them at their word. But yeah, it was a shocker. Okay, Seta, see you later. Thank you for hanging out. Joanne, are they already out of the empanadas? Oh my gosh. I managed to snag a few. I'm sure I kind of, anticipated that they would be going away again. Sometimes different locations are able to order different stuff, though. Or they ordered more or something. So, anyway, Murdoch, she is sleeping in the other room right now. We have her next vet appointment tomorrow morning, and they're gonna check up on all the stuff. She's doing much better in all the areas that she was having issues with. Her ear mites, her ears look way better. They're pretty much nice and clean now. There's still a little bit of junk in there, but not nearly as bad as it was the last time we brought her in. And obviously, like, the medicine, like, the ear mites are all dead. It's just, if her ears are actually, like, clean now. And fleas are taken care of 100%. Worms taken care of 100%. Her digestive system, she was having kind of, I don't think I've shared a whole lot of that on the vlog because, like, I'm not going to go into that much detail, but she was having some digestive issues. And that, in the last few days, has pretty much been corrected, which is fantastic. A huge relief. And tomorrow she will be getting her first round of vaccines, and also they're going to do blood work to test for all of the transmissible stuff. And that's like the last thing that we're waiting on to just fully let Murdoch and Dunkin integrate. We just need to get negative test results from those couple of things that, are transmissible between cats. And statistically, the likelihood that she's going to test positive for those things are pretty low. But, it's like you always worry about what if, until you see that negative test result, you're always kind of worried about what will happen if that's not the case, because we would really have to figure out, can she even stay with us, because we don't want to put Dunkin at risk, and is there a way to, I know there are ways to do it, but, like, are we able to really do that? And so I'm trying not to worry about that too much, but we will be doing the test tomorrow. I don't remember, maybe if you guys know, you can let me know. I don't remember how long it typically takes to get results on those things, if it's like a right away thing or if it takes a couple days. I don't remember with Dunkin how long it took. But if and when we get the green light from that, then, like, behaviorally, they're totally ready to be together. That we don't have to worry about, like, continuing to introduce, like, they're good. We just need to know that medically we're good. Did she get antibiotics at all in this whole thing? They did give us ear drops. So they did, obviously, like, the dewormer, and then they gave us ear drops that I think had antibiotics in them. And we just finished the, like, round of those a few days ago. Was her last day of getting the drops. And I think that was for, like, a potential infection in the ear that was kind of like a secondary thing from the mites. But no, like, oral antibiotics or anything like that. Just the ear drops. But we obviously have to, like, be careful about, not letting them use each other's litter box and keeping, spaces separate. And we can't leave them unsupervised, not because we're worried that they're going to, like, harm each other, but we got to make sure they're not, like, grooming each other or anything like that. And not sharing any food or water dishes. And so we have to keep, if we have to leave the house at all, we have to keep Murdoch kind of cooped up in her room, and she's obviously not a huge fan. No cat is a huge fan of being cooped up in a room for too long. And there's always considerations of, like, okay, we want to let Murdoch out, but Dunkin doesn't want to be in the basement right now or whatever. And it's just like, oh, I can't wait until we can just let them be. Crafty Jersey, hello. Sorry I can't make much of the live. Going to watch the Chiefs game and eat with family, but I'll try to watch as much as I can and then rewatch later. No worries. We're just working on granny squares for my husband's Christmas outfit. Oh, okay. Rhea, I don't know why I was reading your comment weird and I was expecting that there was a second part to that, but now okay. So you're saying that antibiotics like maybe stunted her growth? Is that what happened? I'm interested to see how much Murdoch is going to grow because she was so tiny, but now she's pretty on par with like the kind of growth milestones that they say for the ages, you know? So I don't know that she'll necessarily be smaller than usual, but who knows? Only time will tell. Hello, love your videos. Jessica, keep it up. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Thinking of maybe making one of those little hair bandanas out of the Berg box yarn. Do you think that would be enough yarn? And what pattern would you recommend? A hair bandana. So do you mean like the one that I just was wearing in my latest vlog? Like just a triangle, just a normal like triangle bandana? Because yes, it is enough yarn because I made one out of the summer box yarn and it's the same amount of yarn as came in the fall box. And that fall box yarn would be gorgeous for a bandana. Ugh, I love it. I might have done something like that if I hadn't already made a bandana out of the summer box yarn. Yeah, they warned us it would happen, so we were fine with it. Interesting. Aw, Penny, that's so sweet. Yes. Okay, so Amber, I am trying to remember the name of the pattern that I used. I would assume any standard bandana pattern would be about the right amount of yarn, unless there was some pattern that had like a particularly yarn-eating stitch to it. I believe the bandana pattern that I used with the summer box I have saved in my Pinterest. I will take a look real quick after I finish this round here. The lemon bandana. And it is cute. It has some nice, pretty detailing to it. No, you probably said it, but what weight yarn are you using for the granny squares now? If I remember correctly, this is technically a weight 4, but it's a very thin weight 4. It feels more like a 3 to me. This is a yarn from Joanne. It was a Big Twist. I think it's called Big Twist Winter. So unfortunately, it's not one that, unless Michaels brings it back, it's not one that we're probably going to see again, sadly. Planning on sending an email tomorrow about some pattern ideas for the Berg boxes. Okay, thank you for the heads up. And I'll give you a heads up of my own. Oh, Murdoch's here. I just felt claws in my leg. Oh, she's gonna come right into the shot. Do you guys see her little leggy right here? She is currently attacking the audio bar that's moving on the computer screen. Like the audio levels that are moving. She's pawing at them. But it's gonna be... Oh, okay. Now she's going after my hands on the screen as they're moving. Okay, the disclaimer of my own was that I have a very busy hot cocoa bomb week, so if I don't get back to your email right away, just know that I probably just need a little extra time. I missed Joanne so much. Was at Michael's and their selection was terrible. So how many of you guys have been to your Michael's now that they have the Joanne thing? I went to Michael's and they had the sign up about the Joanne thing, but they didn't have any of the Joanne yarn yet. It was like they were just kind of teasing, I guess. But then some people have said that they have had the Big Twist display up at their Michael's. So if you guys have it already at your stores, tell me what it's like, because I have not been able to really see anything yet. Big Twist is a 4-weight, but it is thin. That's true. The like normal Big Twist value 2 stuff. This one was a cake, and it's not the like Big Twist value, but I do still think it's a weight 4, if I remember correctly. But this is even thinner than like the normal Big Twist value. Hey, baby, can you not? Have you seen the prices at Michael's? Ouch. Gotta have those coupons, man. Can't wait for Cocoa Bombs this week. Yeah, probably Tuesday. I think I need one more day to do like non-hot Cocoa Bomb stuff, but that's okay because that was the rhythm I was in last year too. I would take Mondays as like a prep day, and I would do my leather orders on Mondays. Hi. Oh, okay. Don't have a Michael's within 4 hours. Oh my goodness. Mine doesn't even have the sign up. It just says it's coming. Okay. Queen Murdoch. I'm not going to be able to get anything done if she's on this desk here. She just attacks your face. She really does. We have Big Twist and Michael's here in Ontario. There are not a lot of colors though. Okay. I do wonder like how much they'll do with the Big Twist name. I mean, you can already get Big Twist from Hirschner's, right? It seemed like they sold out of a lot of stuff instantly on their website. I haven't checked in a while, so I don't know how often they're restocking things. But if I was needing Big Twist, I would probably go to Hirschner's website before I would walk into a Michael's and look for it. You know? Ma'am, I'm trying to make something for your dad. Can you let me do this, please? Mine made the yarn aisles smaller to make room for more material. Dang. I mean, I get that there's a lot of, you know, people who want more fabric and stuff, but don't forget about the yarn. Hey. Ma'am. You guys, I can't deal with how big she's already getting. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this big girl. Oh my goodness. Ow. 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 Hi, Kim. Did I say hi to you yet? If I didn't say it out loud, I said it in my brain, but hi. Hey, can you just be like chill and cute for a minute? Wouldn't that be nice? Look at you! You're beautiful! You're beautiful! I think Michael's home. Oh, okay. Alright, go play. Go get Daddy. He's about to come in the door. Do you have pipe cleaners? I don't. Is that like the ultimate cat toy for you guys? Oh, Crafty Jersey, see you later. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. That's funny. We have those little plastic colored springs. You know what I mean? The cat toy, the spring cat toys. And both Murdoch and Dunkin love those things. I'm being asked to help with groceries. Why is he persecuting me in this way? I haven't forgot. Wait, who was asking about the bandana pattern? Amber. I've not forgotten, Amber. As soon as I get back from this, I will show you, okay? I will find it. I will look for it. With the yarn. So cliche. Yes. Okay, Ria, that's smart. I like that. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, I have returned. I was helping Michael put away the groceries real quick. And I got some apple cider. We took a little girls trip, the girls from our life group, to Parmenter's, my favorite apple cider place, cider mill. And they make the best pressed cider. They've been around since the 1800s, and they know what the heck they're doing. And I forgot we had some in the fridge, and when I was putting stuff away, I was like, ooh, I want some of that. Amber, bandana. My brain's all over the place tonight. Ooh, you ever just open up Pinterest and there's like so many cute things and you just want to make them all? That's me. Okay, things I've crocheted. Is it in here? It's not. Dang it. Is it in my... I have multiple crochet Pinterest boards. I have one that's like stuff that I want to make, and then I have a board of stuff I've already made. So that if I want to find something again, or if somebody asks me for the pattern, it's easy to pull up. But apparently I did not put that bandana in the things I've made board. But let me see if it's in my other one. I have several bandanas in here. But I'm not... YouTube? Yes. But I don't see the one that I made. But truthfully, any like simple bandana pattern would probably be just fine for that yarn. I heard him yell, but thought Murdoch attacked him. Speaking of your life group, I loved your alphabetical potluck idea that you shared on the pod. I think so fun. Yes, it's been working well. That's actually why our friend Brittany made a nacho bar for our little board game night, because we kept having to postpone our N night because of different reasons, and so we were like, you know what? We're just gonna do a nacho bar, and that's gonna be our N night. So now we have to draw a new letter because I don't know what's up next. Love a good granny square. Who doesn't? Who among us, you know? I think it was a simple double crochet bandana, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, I could literally just go grab it, but I just don't remember what the pattern was. I must have Googled it, because usually I find patterns on, like, Pinterest is kind of the first place I go. But if I found it on Pinterest, I'm pretty sure I would have saved it. It's a little, like a little tiny bobble stitch. Look at that. That's beautiful. This is the yarn from the summer crochet subscription box. And it does do a little reverse single crochet along the edge, as well as a little picot stitch border, I think is what it is. So it's got a little bit of something going on in there. But if you want something really simple, I would suggest doing like a granny stitch bandana. There's tons of free granny stitch bandana patterns out there, and they would work well, I think. Was it the one Kelsey has a tutorial? No, I have not made hers yet. But I do love a good bandana, so I will not be surprised if I end up making hers one day. Did you share it with our chat? Ooh, maybe, Kim? I don't remember. I think I shared pictures, but I don't know that I shared the actual pattern itself. How many grams is the yarn that comes in your box? That's a great question. And I want to say 50. I actually have one extra. I have one extra hank of that yarn, but it's wrapped up, so I don't necessarily want to unwrap it. But I believe it's 50. Somebody in the chat may have one by them to confirm. I wish I could do more yarn for you guys, like give you a bigger thing, but then I'd have to significantly raise the price of the boxes, which I don't want to do. Also, I had an idea, and I'm mad because I had this idea too late to really, like, to fully be able to put it into practice. Because I always just kind of, you know, whenever I get the yarn for the box, I keep one for myself, and I typically will just find a little project to make with it that, you know, whatever I feel like doing with it. And I fully used up the summer yarn. I still have a little kind of scrap of the spring yarn that I could probably do this, and I also still have a little bit of the fall yarn as well. But I'm like, how cool would it have been if I decided right from the beginning to make a granny square out of each yarn from each box? And then, like, eventually so many boxes down the road, I could make a project with, like, a square from every quarterly box that I've done. And it would be almost like this kind of keepsake, like, look at this thing that I did, you know? Ugh, I'm so mad that I didn't think to do that. Maybe Lisa could make me, like, a custom hank of the speckled lemonade yarn, so that, because that's the only one I'm missing. I have enough to do one from the spring, I think, and I have enough to do the fall. But the summer, I used up all the summer, and I didn't save any for something like that. It is 50 grams. Okay. Okay. Here's another square that's done. Dunkin, what are you doing, Miss Girl? What are you doing? It's evening. It's evening, run around the house and chase each other times. They're currently just running up and down the hallway. You guys, I have never seen Dunkin's tail get so bushy than when her and Murdoch are chasing each other around the house. It is wild. Both of their tails get so bushy. It's so funny. What are you guys doing, you goofy girls? hear that? Oh my gosh. I don't know what they did. They hit a... There was like one of the plates that was on the floor with like their food. And they hit it in just the right way that it was like rolling on the... Not rolling. You know how like sometimes you set something down and it kind of like rotates while it settles? It was doing that, but like forever and ever. I was like, what is happening? Okay. So I need 16 of these squares to add. And I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We continue on. Hello, Tina. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're working on granny squares. Everybody loves a granny square. We're starting our 8th, which would get us halfway to the amount of the extra squares we need. And the fact that I still have 8 more squares to do, and then I still have to put everything together, and then I still have to do all the finishing touches, like adding a collar and everything. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to finish this, you guys. I guess I have some time tomorrow, but I also have a lot to do tomorrow, too. So I don't know. I think we talked about it and you did send pics. I'm trying to find it now. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure if I took some time to really dig for it, I could find it. I'm just not able to do that at this moment. Do you need my summer leftover? I mean, you know who might have some is Emily. I had like 1 extra, I'm pretty sure, and I think I gave it to her, so maybe I can steal a little bit from her. Because I know she hasn't used it yet. I just want enough to make a little square like this. You know? I just want a little square. Good night, Penny. Thanks for hanging out. I have a granny square top that I'm working on, but I can't remember what hook size I was using. I can't believe I didn't write it down. You know, I did that with this last night. I had to go looking in my TikTok videos for a video where I was working on this project, and that's how I found out what hook size I was using. But if you do as I say and not as I do, I do have hook minders on my website for that very purpose, you guys. They're cutie little, basically stitch markers, but they have all different hook sizes engraved on them. And when you have a whip, you just attach the minder of whatever size you're using onto your project. And then if you set down the project and you walk away and you don't work on it for a long time, whenever you come back to it, you don't have to try and remember what size hook you're using because it's on there on a little stitch marker. But I need to teach myself to use my own hook minders. Although I don't really, like, I make them and then I sell them. So I don't really have a set of my own. Because every time I make them, it's for an order. Let's see. Man, we're getting to that time of year where it feels later than it actually is because it's getting darker sooner. I really thought it was like 9 o'clock. It's 7:45. Which is good though, because that means realistically I can stay live for a bit and I can hopefully make a really good dent in these squares. They're great. The hook minders are great, and they're also super cute. I designed them to be in the shape of a vintage motel keychain. So they're those little like diamond shapes. There's a lodge that our family went to every summer. It was called Shay's Lodge. And we went there every summer for a week in my childhood, and it was like the greatest place ever, and I absolutely adored going there. And all of the room keys had those diamond shaped keychains. And so it was just kind of nostalgic for me. And when I was trying to decide how I wanted to actually design them, I feel like that shape has been kind of trendy in general lately. And I was like, oh, that's what I want to do, because it just reminds me of my summers at Shay's Lodge. So they are not only helpful, but they're super adorable. And they're painted in all different colors and stuff too. Just started last week or so, and I can't remember. That's real. That's real. Was it by Turtle Trunk? Yes! I'm pretty sure it was, Kim. I think that's exactly right. I'm gonna drop the link to those hook minders, just if you guys want to, even if you just want to see what they look like. I'm just proud of them. I think they turned out super cute. And I want you guys to see them because they're so cute. I can do that, right? We can do actual links in the chat. Oh yeah, it worked. Okay, cool. YouTube gives you so much more freedom with stuff like that than other platforms. I'm a mess. I have like 4 projects that I started all in the same week. But you're not alone, Mary Jo. I feel like most crocheters operate in that way. I'm the weird one for mostly doing things one at a time, you know? Although, I mean, I will say I have had more variety of projects going than I typically do lately. But I don't, I have a limit. Once I get a few projects going, I'm like, I have to finish something before I start a new thing. And other than this project right here, I really don't put things in Whip Graveyard and leave it for months and months. This is the only one I've done that with in a long time. There's something in me that will just not be able to stand a project sitting half finished. Which I guess makes for satisfying YouTube videos, right? Because we finished the project. Oh, thanks. Okay, so there you go. Amber, if you want to make the same bandana that I did, or at least something very close to it, Kim's got the info for you there. Love the idea of hook minders. I never thought of that before. I have so many whips hanging around. They are great for, like, if you've got a lot of whips. I sell them in a couple different varieties as well. So I've got a set that's like the smaller numbers. So if you typically work with, you know, smaller yarn, smaller hooks, it's like 2 millimeters through 5. And then I have a set for larger sizes if you typically work with larger hooks, and that goes from 4 millimeters up to 10. And then I have the variety set where you get everything from 2 all the way up to 10. If you're like me and you work with a big variety of stuff. 2026 will be my year of the blanket. I just counted my blanket whips and I have 7. Oh my goodness. Imagine how satisfying it would be to finish 7 blankets. Wait, I don't have to imagine it. I've done it. Last year was my year of the blankets. I had a blanket pattern book that had 8 blanket patterns in it. And I decided that I wanted to do a little challenge for my TikTok account. And I said, I want to do all of the patterns in this book in a year. And I did it. And it was really satisfying. And I made 8 really beautiful blankets for a lot of friends. And it was great. And I didn't keep a single one, did I? I think I did give them all away. I'm like thinking through the blankets. Yeah, I think I gave all of them away. Tried that. It never works, but I always finish them. Within a week or 2, I only have 1 old whip, a blanket. I just always consistently come back to the fact that there's so many patterns in the world that I want to make, and there's just not enough time, you know? There's so many blankets that I want to make that I just realistically will never have the time to tackle, and it makes me sad. That's why we need to get me to 1,000 subscribers so that I can be monetized and then keep growing, because if I can get to the point where I can actually make a living from YouTube, then I literally can just sit and crochet for a living and just vlog it. And then I would have so much more time for all the crochet things that I want to make, and then I can share it with all of you guys. Can't use patterns. I'm really dyslexic, so I freehand everything and make my own patterns. I also have OCD. More power to you, man. I feel like I'm lost without patterns. I mean, I guess if you have a really hard time reading them, you just kind of figure it out because you have to. But like, I guess I'm the opposite of you, because I feel like I can't do anything without a pattern. So I think it's awesome that you can just freehand. I'm always in awe of people who freehand stuff, who just see it and are like, yeah, I can recreate that. Like that's crazy to me. Love this plan, right? Like this is what we need to do. It's not complicated. I just need everyone in the world to subscribe to me. The cats are freaking out. Murdoch, come say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at your big eyes. Oh, I gotcha. She's in play mode right now, so she's biting a whole lot. Hello, pet. Oop. Did somebody just get some hook minders? Hold on. If that was somebody watching, thank you so much for the order. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I give you a hook to play with? Not my hand. It's Murdoch. Look how big she's getting, you guys. She's in savage mode right now. Nicole, found you this week and ended up binge watching all your videos. I feel very honored to be binge worthy. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing and hanging out with me. Get away. Absolutely nude patterns too. Have you seen the Cascade Cardigan? I feel like I've heard of it. Oh, vicious. She's vicious. She's vicious. I just finished the last pattern round on this cardigan. Yay! Good job, Amber. Exciting. Yes, cha-ching. That was you, Astra? Ow! Oh, gosh, she got my lip. Hey. I should not be trying to hold you right now. That's really my fault for trying to hold you. Okay, you're going crazy. Man, she really got me. She got the inside of my mouth. Ow! I'm bleeding on the inside of my mouth. That's fun. Okay, ma'am. Hey. Where are you? I think we need to kick you out of here. Hey. Okay, yeah. She's like in crazy mode. Hey, come here. Come here, you crazy. Look. Look. Ready? Go get it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Did I say hi to you, Patty? Hi, Patty. We do need, you know what? You're so right, Mary Jo. We need both kinds of crocheters. There is room for everyone. Oh, Duncan, I didn't even realize you were in here. I just locked you in. Which means I'm probably gonna have to get up again to let her out. I forgot this was happening. Hi, Holland. Welcome. Miss Duncan, what are you thinking, huh? She's not crying to get out yet, but she is sitting by the door. Kim, I think your live might be delayed because I feel like your chats are coming in later. Or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's mine. Is mine delayed? Holland and I used to end up in the same TikTok lives all the time. You were in the same little corner of Crochet Talk. I'll miss you, girl. You want out? Everywhere in Crochet Talk. Oh my gosh. There was really an era of like the crochet drama, and I have no idea if any more has happened because I just stay the heck out of it, but I'm like, come on guys. Like, can we not? Can we just Miss Dunkin. Did you guys hear her? It literally sounded like she said, Mama. Dunka? Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, hi. Miss Dunk? Baby. Come here. You want to come say hi to everyone real quick? Miss Girl? Holland, the granny squares are for Michael's crochet Christmas outfit. I just wanted to say hi real quick and then I will let you out, okay? Duncan just wanted to say hi real quick. She actually didn't want to, but I'm forcing her. Say hi in the mic. Oh, good job. Okay. Go get your sister. Go chase her. Go get her. Oh, you have a tuxedo kitty. I love it. So if you guys have somewhat recently joined, we are doing a very funky. What's my problem here? Why am I having such a hard time? We're doing a very funky Christmas granny square short sleeve button down shirt. And it's funky in that we are letting color changes happen wherever they happen. And it's all gonna come together as a kind of mix-matchy, patchworky, funky situation. That's what we're going for. Yeah, Kim, your comments are coming through like several minutes after what you're referring to has happened. I don't know why that is. I don't know if you can refresh it, and if you refresh it after I said that, then this is going to be irrelevant by that time, but who is that? Is that Murdoch? That's Murdoch again. What did we say this was 8, I think? I think this was our 8th square. She's seeing things when I see them. So I wonder why the comments are showing up differently. Because the Holland, like she said Holland is here right when you were here. But then, unless like she saw you come in, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure. Murdoch, do you need to get into your room to use the litter box? Here's our little pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Halfway done. Hey, baby. Come on. Let's see if you need to use your litter box real quick. Okay, little bathroom break for Murdoch. That's exactly right, Mary Jo. It's just wearable art. Okay, on to square number 9. Okay, did I catch up? Let's see, how quickly did I... Okay, Kim, what's 2 plus 2? Answer the question. We'll see how quickly your answer comes through. Just make sure the red line is all the way across. Sometimes it can just get delayed over time and you just need to do a little refresh. Ow! Murdoch, do I have to kick you out of here again? We're not going to do the up on the desk thing. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. We need to trim her claws again. You're hurty. You're bitey and you're hurty. No, ma'am. No, don't jump up here. You have so many other things you can do. Look, look, there's your sister. Go get her. Go get your sister. No. No. I don't want to kick Dunkin out of this room if she wants to come in here. But this one... Ow! Looks like Duncan's getting settled in the bedroom, so I'll just go ahead and close her out. Hello, Amy! What have you missed? We've just been working on granny squares. And we've got crazy kitties running around. What math do I have to do? Oh no. I thought we were good. Maybe we're not. Three plus 5. Someone help, lost in the abyss of YouTube delays. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're good now. Maybe the 2 plus 2 thing was like in the midst of getting refreshed and we missed it. Kitties are so cute, but I don't know that I'd have the patience that you do with that little one. Yeah. So, Amy, fun update that I have not shared in a vlog yet because my vlogs are still catching up to present day. But Murdoch is actually a girl. We found this out when we took her to the vet. The emergency vet that told us she was a boy, when we took her back, was like, yeah, by the way, she's a girl. And we were like, what? You told us she was a boy. And I just took them at their word and never inspected any, closer after that. So I just didn't even realize. For weeks, we were calling her him. So yeah, Murdoch is a girl. So we have 2 girl black kitties. Hello, first time here. Welcome, Violet. Welcome. So I think the next vlog should be a full update on the correct gender of our cat. But it was really, really wild to wrap our minds around because, I mean, for weeks, we'd been calling her him, he, sir, mister, And then it was like, okay, we have to rewire our whole brains now, and we're finally switched over again to the correct. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Making a baby blanket from the hospital. My son was hospitalized, and I'm just trying to get through the evening. Violet, I am so sorry to hear that. Happy to help keep you company and or distract. Is there anything specific that I could keep your son in my prayers? You don't have to share any details online, though. I totally understand if you don't want to do that. Sister has a cat that started hanging around her house, and she's been taking her in, and she keeps changing her mind over if it's a he or she, but now she's got a vet appointment this weekend. Sounds like vets can get it wrong, too. When they're that young, because she was only like 3 weeks old, I guess it can be really hard to tell. So I will give them that, but yeah. They got her age wrong, too, so... Because when we brought her in the next time, they agreed that what they said the first time was not correct. What is this music? I have no idea what's happening, but it's really a lot, and I don't... It's too much right now. Sister Holland. Just pray that we can go home soon. Absolutely. How many squares in are we, and how many do we need? We are on 9 out of 16. I needed 16 more because I decided to expand it a little bit to make sure it was nice and comfy and roomy for Michael. Violet, do you mind if I pray right now? Would that be okay? Trying to get better about just praying right then and there when I tell people that I'm going to be praying for them. Yeah, Amy, when we brought her in, they were like, oh yeah, I just think the lady who was taking a look at her was just, I don't know if she just maybe doesn't have a lot of experience with like little tiny kittens or what. Because she was like the receptionist. She wasn't one of the vets. And she was like, yeah, he's probably 5 or 6 weeks. And the more that I started doing research once we took her home, I was like, there's no way that this cat is 5 or 6 weeks. When we brought her in next time, they were like, yeah, she was probably more like 3 weeks old when we brought her in. Which... was about what I was thinking. So Yes, let's do that real quick. Lord, we just lift up Violet and her son to you, God. You know exactly the situation. You know exactly what's going on and why they're in the hospital. So, Lord, I just pray for your healing touch over her son right now in Jesus' name, that you would just touch him with your healing power. God, I pray for the doctors, the nurses, the team that is caring for him, that you would give them wisdom and guidance, that they would know exactly what to do and what needs to be done. And Lord, I pray that they would be able to go home and get back to normal life very soon. God, I know that being in the hospital it's not fun, and it can be scary, and it can be uncertain, and it can be uncomfortable. And so I just pray that they would be able to go home and make a full recovery from whatever is going on. Lord, we just thank you for it. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Be right back. No problem. You're so welcome. Amy, what are we making with the granny squares? We are making a short sleeve button-down shirt for Michael. And it's going to be a very funky retro Christmas granny square shirt. That's the vibe that we're going for. Is this pre-recorded? It is not. We are live. Live from New York. It's Saturday night. Yeah, I have the pattern right here. So the picture in the pattern is like very like cool guy fashion. But our version is going to be way more like goofy silly. Because our squares are like all over the place with color. And instead of using like little cute buttons, we're going to use buttons from my Christmas collection last year. And we're going to do snowflake buttons. And it's going to be a whole vibe, frankly. And I'm very excited to see it all come together. I don't know if you guys can hear Michael playing video games downstairs. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put you in timeout. And I'm also gonna hide you. Sorry about that, everyone. Wow, I'm big enough to have a troll. This is so exciting. That was just somebody wanting attention. And we're not going to give them any. We're going to just move on. We troll nobody, streamers. Okay. Bye-bye to you as well. Oh my gosh. Hey Kim, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna keep doing this until we get rid of them all. Kim has powers now. Anyway, guys, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what we were talking about. All you're doing is boosting my analytics, so thank you. I think my playlist just ended. I need to start it over again. Ooh, there's another one for you, Kim. Get 'em. Kim, do you have a handle on doing the mod stuff on YouTube? Because I think being a moderator on YouTube is new for you, right? Because if you're still getting the hang of it, I can help block people. Oh no, she's on it. Yeah, and also that person saying, this person is doing this, they're a troll too. Delete them too. Anybody that references them, just delete them, because that's what they're doing. Kim, you just keep deleting, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I actually came here to do. What were we talking about before all this started, you guys? We were talking about the shirt. I was trying to have it done by last Christmas, and I just didn't have enough time to get it done, which I was really bummed about because I really wanted to have our outfits done for Christmas, and I just didn't have enough time, so I had to put it on the back burner, and then I really put it on the back burner. And now here it is, and it's almost time for that again. And now I really got to get it done. One of my favorite parts of your videos are the kitties. Ah, thanks. Sometimes I feel like, oh, am I doing too much of the cats? Like, obviously I'm biased. I think they're the cutest things ever because they're my kitties. But it makes me glad when other people are, enjoy the videos of the cats too, because I'm like, yay, it makes me happy that you guys like the kitties. Come on. There we go. Crochet cats and coffee. That's the vibes here. So if you guys joined semi-recently, this is basically going to be the vlog for this week is going to be all about finishing this shirt. No, Holland, we're not even acknowledging them. This is not like TikTok. YouTube is built different. So we're not acknowledging them at all. Kim's blocking people, and I'm literally not even past this. I'm literally not even going to address it because that's all they want. I want to make a Christmas poncho to wear to Christmas parties. I'm going to use every Christmas color I have, and it will have a scrappy vibe. I love that. I love that. Helen, I'm going to give you superpowers as well. Have fun. I don't even think that we're going to have that many opportunities to wear these outfits, like at actual Christmas parties. But I don't care. I don't care. Did you see the crochet outfit the church crochet group made the pastor? I didn't. I'll have to look at it. Amy, I feel that with the like yarn being too hot. I definitely, if I'm making something for myself, I always try to make sure that it's bamboo or cotton. Bamboo I found is the most breathable yarn for me if I'm making clothing for myself. Use cotton but haven't tried bamboo yet. Yeah, if you get a chance to, you should try it out and see if you like it, because I found that bamboo is, first of all, it has a really, really beautiful drape to it, but it is really nice and breathable. Lighter weight yarn with shawls. Mm-hmm. That is the nice thing about crochet, is like you can make a really nice accessory. And still have like the look of crochet in an outfit without having to make an entire, you know, shirt, sweater, cardigan, whatever. You can make something that is a little more, I don't know, less intense. Or hats. True, true. We love a crochet hat. Wish I had time to make more hats, because I do think it would be fun to make hats that match the cup cozies for my hot cocoa bomb markets. But I do wonder if that would even sell. I don't know. It'd be fun to experiment with, but I just don't have enough time. what cold weather? It's 90 degrees outside. Truthfully. Favorite hat was this machine knit hat from Walmart. My mom hated that I loved it so much because I made hats all the time. That's funny. All right, this is number 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 16. My son wears a hat every day of the year, so I need it. I need to start making some. I'm still a beginner, although I first picked up a hook in 2014. Nice. Thankfully, hats are a very simple beginner project. You know, there are lots of simple hat patterns out there that are great for beginners. On to square number 10. One, two, three, 4. These grannies have the 5 round. Yes, correct. That was one of the things where we went wrong last time, is we did 4 rounds instead of 5. So these ones we're doing 5 rounds. I think I'll probably stay live until maybe 9 o'clock. It's 8:30 right now. So we'll see how far we can get in that time frame. Okay, let me answer Amy's question real quick. It is certainly behaving like a weight 3, but I'm pretty sure they categorize this as weight 4. But it's really, if it's weight 4, it's really thin. It feels like a weight 3 to me. Astra, my mom crochets, and my mom taught my older sister to crochet. So I would see them crocheting, and I wanted to learn how to do it too. So I was about 10 years old when I started learning to crochet. And for a long time, I was only doing single crochet. That's all I knew how to do for like years and years and years. It wasn't until college that I discovered crochet tutorials on YouTube and realized that if I could see somebody do it, I could learn it. And then that's when the world of crochet kind of opened up for me. I'm getting an error saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Are you experiencing buffering? Let me open the... Oh, that's not helpful. I've had an excellent connection this whole time, so I don't... Oh, it went away. Now it says excellent connection again. I mean, Michael's playing a game downstairs, so I don't know if what he's doing is messing me up. But he's been doing that for a little while now, so I don't know. But it says it's good now, so at least there's that. Me too. My mom crocheted and I asked her to teach me when I was 12. I only made infinite granny square blankets for years before I thought to look up crochet on YouTube. Truly, like, I feel like I used YouTube as a teenager all the time when it was like like the ancient days of YouTube first beginning. But it just, for whatever reason, never dawned on me to look for YouTube tutorials for crochet. I was in college, and my college group, like college ministry group that I went to, we were having a Christmas party, and it was a Santa party, and you were supposed to come dressed as like different types of Santa. So I was dressing as hipster Santa. That was what my costume was going to be. So I wanted to crochet like a hipster slouchy beanie that was like a red beanie with the white pom-pom. And I was like, oh, maybe I thought, oh, I should look on YouTube and see if there's like a video teaching you how to make one. And that was the beginning of it all, man. I was like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. And then I just slowly started trying more things. All right, there's only 11 of us in here. Oh, there's 10 of us in here. It's just us now, right? There's no... I hope there's no trolls lurking. I'm not I'm not afraid of them. I'm not freaked out by them. It's just freaking annoying. No, I was just there's a smaller number now. The numbers were up when they were in here, but it's back down to where it was before, so I think we're good. I just didn't want to acknowledge it at all when they were in here because I didn't want to give them any attention. But I think they're gone now. That was wild. I've never experienced where it's like one person is clearly sending a whole troop of followers to go harass Alive. I've experienced one-off, you know, like people just being dumb, but I've never experienced a whole group like that. But also like, oh man, I wanna roast them right back. I want to argue with them so badly, but it's like you can't do that because all it does is egg them on. Thank you. I just found out I can't go to work tomorrow, so thinking of Dave Crochet is in my future. Hey, let's turn it into a positive. I think they assume because I'm a smaller channel and this is only my second live that I'm like new and might get intimidated by that. But I'm like, bro, this is not my first day on the internet. Yeah, we're not going to do that here, Helen. I'm just telling you right now. YouTube is not the same as TikTok. We're not doing that. Kim, it's showing I have an excellent connection on my end. Yeah, I got you, Kim. So just for future reference, everyone, if that happens again, literally do not acknowledge that they exist. We will let the mods block them, and we will carry on with our conversation as normal. Because they will get bored and they will leave. When they realize they're not going to get what they want. But still, what do they get out of it? They just like getting a rise out of people. That's all it is. They like making people feel... They want to make people feel... freaked out and intimidated and small, and they think that it's like cool to make somebody feel like they're a nobody. And I'm like, how much money have you made on the internet, my guy? Because no, I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, but this is not my only stream of income. But then I sound like a jerk, so I'm just not gonna go there. I know, Amy. I know. It was really tempting me to fire back, but like we said, it's just not the way. That's just giving them what they want. It's giving them what they want, and we're not doing that. I am gonna look up that guy's channel after this, though. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he, like, records sending his people into live streams and then, like, makes videos like, oh, look at this person, we totally got him. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, that's his channel. And I'm not giving him anything to go off of. Honestly, I feel bad for those people, because if that's how they're spending their time, it's like, what a sad life. What a sad way to spend your time. Like, that's what you want to do with your time? That's how you want to spend your time? Are you sure about that? Clearly something went wrong in their life for them to feel like that is A, okay, and B, a good use of time. But anyway, just in case they have one person lurking in here, let's move on. Do you guys have anything fun going on this week? I will be making all of the hot cocoa bombs starting Tuesday. Tomorrow I've got one more day of catching up on things. I've got some custom orders to make. I've got an episode of the podcast to edit. I've got this week's vlog to finish up and then edit. What else? I really need to set up the meta advertising for my fall subscription box. And I also need to set up YouTube memberships on here. We're going to do some fun stuff, and I got to get it all set up and everything. Yay, Hot Cocoa Bomb Week. And something, if anybody in here is watching that also watches Hot Cocoa Bomb season, I have something very exciting to share with everyone in the live this week. I have been working on it this whole past week, and I'm ready to share it on Tuesday, and I'm very excited. Will you show any of the hot cocoa making and selling on your channel? I'm going to try not to do too much of it, Amy, because I don't want people who are here for the crochet to be like, why are you talking about this irrelevant stuff? You know what I mean? I will reference it, and I may show little snippets here and there, but it's not going to be the main focus. So I would say if you want to catch the hot cocoa bomb stuff, come hang out with me on my TikTok live on my Sellenberg Sweets account. Because that's where we will be doing all of the making and selling over there. Hi, Jessica. How are you? What are hot cocoa bombs? Yes, exactly, Astra. It's a chocolate shell, and there is hot cocoa mix and marshmallows inside. And you place it in a mug, and you pour hot milk or water or coffee over top, and it melts the shell, and it pops open, and then it's got mixed marshmallows inside. And it makes a really delicious hot chocolate. I have made hot cocoa bombs as like a seasonal thing this is my 6th year doing this. And I only do it basically like pretty much like Halloween to Christmas, New Year. That's kind of my like open season for that. I've made a lot of different flavors over the years. So I do milk chocolate, salted caramel, peppermint, cookies and cream for the hot chocolate ones. And then I also have a latte variety that has instant coffee inside instead of hot chocolate mix. And it also has espresso flavor in the shell, the chocolate shell. And out of those ones, I do a mocha, peppermint mocha, white mocha, and salted caramel latte. And then I also make a chai flavored one, and I make a caramel apple cider flavored one. and they are delightful. Yeah, and I make all that other stuff too in the chat. Homemade marshmallows, chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate espresso spoons. Sometimes we make Rice Krispie treats. It's a good time over on that account. I'm exhausted. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry you're exhausted. I took a little nap this afternoon. I wasn't planning on it. I was going to get right to work on this project, but I was so tired. We had church this morning, and then our friends are moving. They moved into their new home today, and it's such a beautiful house. I'm so happy for them. This is their first home, and it's gorgeous. And so this afternoon, we went over and helped them move in. So it was a lot of unloading the trailer and carrying boxes up and down stairs, and I was pretty beat by the time we got home, so I ended up taking a little nap, and then I pretty much ate dinner, and now here we are. The marshmallows are my favorite part. I've been trying to resist the pull of TikTok. I'm addicted enough to YouTube. I have no self-control. Just download it for me. Don't look at anything else. You may make me download it again for a while. You could do a Christmas special vlog and share your Cocoa Bomb world with YouTube. That's actually a super cute idea, Beth. I like that. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll on my YouTube community post and be like, how many of you people will be annoyed by the hot Cocoa Bomb stuff, and how many of you would enjoy if I included, not a ton, but I could do one vlog about it, or I could sprinkle it into a couple. I do think for people who do markets, the come to a market with me experience could be helpful, because even though it's not a crochet booth, there is a lot of advice and tips that carry over from hot Cocoa Bombs to crochet, so there could still be some valuable advice there of things I've learned over the years, because I've done a billion markets for my hot Cocoa Bombs. I've only done a couple markets for crochet, and they both flopped, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. At least for now. But I've done lots of hot Cocoa Bomb markets over the years. Literally a week, back in the day, watching your favorite TV show had the Christmas special episode. Yes, exactly. Gotta do a Christmas special. Michael knows if we're watching through a show and it's one of the Christmas episodes, I'm always like, oh, Christmas, no matter what time of year it is. Those of us that wish we could do markets and want to live vicariously through you, yes. But I usually do go live at my markets on my hot Cocoa Bomb account. So if you guys want to come in real time to a market with me, as long as I'm able to. Sometimes I don't have Wi-Fi or just whatever the situation is. I'm not always able to go live, but when I can, I do, and it's usually fun. Sometimes they can be really boring lives when it's a slow event, but when it's bumping, it's kind of fun. Do you like Hallmark Christmas movies or their countdown to Christmas? I love Hallmark Christmas movies. In a love to hate them kind of a way, I fully recognize that they are all the same exact plot and they're cheesy as all get out, but I can't help it. I love them. I love them. I guess almost like a guilty pleasure type of situation, because I know that they're so cheesy, but I just I don't even care. I don't have cable or anything though, so I will watch the ones that are on Netflix, or sometimes I will get the Hallmark streaming service just for a season, watch the new movies and then cancel it. That's But my parents do have cable, so I will go, and my mom and I will watch some of the Christmas movies around Christmas time. And we enjoy that. When you have horrible carolers. Okay, I have to tell this story. For anybody who is not familiar with my hot cocoa bomb, if you're just being introduced to this whole side of my life, like I said, I do go live at a lot of my events. And the biggest event that I do every season is called Mistletoe Market. It is where I make the majority of my sales. It's 3 days. And it's a huge event. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people come. And I typically sell, like, I usually do like over $4,000 in sales. It's big, or at least that's big for me. I'm sure there's people who do markets all the time that's like a normal day for them, but that's big for me. So there is last year was quite unfortunate because the way that this event works, it's kind of spread throughout this whole downtown area, right? Super cute little downtown. And they have this big pavilion that they have their farmers markets in the summer. It's this big, huge pavilion. And what they do for this event, because it's December in Michigan, so it's usually cold, they will tarp off the pavilion and then blow heat into it. So it's technically, obviously, still outdoors, but it feels more like an indoor market because they tarp off they basically create like little tarp walls, and it keeps out the cold and the wind and everything. And then they blow heat into the pavilion. It's very comfortable compared to being outside. Well, I have been inside the pavilion every year since the very first year this event started. I have been a vendor inside the pavilion. And last year, for whatever reason, they put me outside. It was really unfortunate. There was some miscommunications, and there were definitely some frustrations on my part. But I still wanted to be there because it is my biggest event, and I would rather be outside than not there at all. So I set up outside. It was absolutely miserable and freezing last year. Like, wind, it was in the teens in the evenings. The real feel was like single digits at times. It was stupid, you guys. It was just stupid. And to add insult to injury, was it just one night, you guys? Or was it multiple nights that the singers were there? I think it was just the one night. There was a group of people. I still have no idea where they came from, why they were there, who gave them a microphone, or why they were allowed to sing. But it was a group of carolers, and we're using that term very liberally. And they were wearing these like really sad, floppy snowman costumes. And you guys, they were drunk. They were drunk. And this is like a family event, and they weren't just singing carols on the sidewalk. They had a PA system. They were singing into microphones with a speaker, and they were tripping over their words. They were making up lyrics to the songs. The guy started being extremely offensive and was singing Feliz Navidad, but did not know the words in Spanish, and he was just singing gibberish. I was like, my guy, you cannot be doing that. It was absolutely insane. And of course, the live was picking up all of this flawlessly. And so every time somebody new would come into my live, they'd be like, what is going on? You guys, it was insane. It was truly awful. It was one of the worst market experiences I think I've ever had. It was truly so bad. Oh, man. Yeah, I probably was wearing 5 layers of clothing. Oh, man. So anyway, I am going back to Mistletoe Market, but I already have been confirmed that I will be an indoor vendor this year inside the pavilion, and I'm very relieved at that, knowing that. Then the saxophone player the next day, yeah. I mean, asking somebody to play saxophone in that cold of weather is like already setting them up for failure. But then it was like the way that the sound was traveling down the street to us was making it sound, because you know how like the pitch of something changes as it goes by you, you know, like the way that your ear perceives it, and it was making it sound even worse than it already was, because he was like, you could tell he was technically a good saxophone player. Like you could hear that he was playing with like some good technicality and everything, like technique, but poor guy had the deck stacked against him between the weather and the way that the wind was carrying it, and it was just bad. It's 9 o'clock. I think I'll finish this square, and then that's probably going to be where we'll call it for tonight, you guys. I'm pretty sure if you're watching right now, you're probably already subscribed, but just in case, if you happen to be not, or sometimes this has happened to me, I think I'm subscribed to somebody, and then I check, and I'm actually not. Double check, because we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and if you're not already subscribed, man, I would really appreciate it. Wait, what? Are you serious? I can hear these kitties going crazy. One, two. Holy smokes. Well, that's an experience. I think I've lost track of what square we're on, you guys. I know we still have a few more to go, but I feel like we're getting there. 10 or 11. Yeah, I think so. Holland, I think that's I don't think that's a troll. I think that's a normal person because I'm pretty sure they've commented on lots of my videos. I was trying to see if I could find a comment of theirs on my videos because I'm pretty sure I recognize the username. Yeah. Yeah, they're not. Can I restore it? Shoot. I don't know how to get them back. Yeah, they're not a troll. That's a real person. Weird Al, I'm sorry. We're a little extra careful right now because we had like a absolutely insane barrage of trolls earlier. So that's I enabled some friends to be moderators and they're being quick with it because it was like really they were flying fast. It was pretty crazy for a while there. So I apologize. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for hanging out. Did you do the timeout thing? I don't see anything. Like, I went to right click on it and it didn't give me options to, like, undo it or something. Okay. I need to, I mean, clearly now that we've had a weird situation, I need to go through and really learn what all the different things mean and how exactly they work. I was surprised that they don't just have an outright block button, you know? Like, for the people who are obviously being trolls, I'm surprised there's not just an immediate, like, you can do the timeout or you can do, like, hide, but I'm surprised there's no block. Just straightforward. Because, like, if someone's being obviously nasty, you don't want to put them in timeout. You want to get rid of them. You don't want them to have access to your channel, you know? But I have to look into all the different things and what they mean exactly and how they work. The other thing I need to remember that I can do if that happens again is you can turn on slow mode, where people can only comment once every 60 seconds or something like that. So if somebody's like, you know, when they were coming in with like one letter per thing, that would stop that. And if somebody was saying something that was obviously trollish, you could block them before they'd had a chance to even get a second message in. But I would only turn that on if I like see them coming in. I don't want to do that regularly, because that's only necessary if we're having issues, you know. But I need to figure out exactly how to do that. I wasn't thinking I'd have to deal with all this on my second live ever. I figured I'd have a little time, you know, to grow before I have to worry about people being dumb. But I guess not. Yeah, I've seen it on Kelsey's lives, and I need to, I know it will, like, automatically, you know, recommend things to people, like, oh, you should subscribe to the channel or become a member or whatever, but I don't know what capabilities it has as far as, like, handling trolls. I'll have to look more into it, though, but thank you for the reminder, because I have seen that on her lives, and I'm like, I wonder how that all works. Alright guys, we're gonna weave in this end, and then we are gonna call it a night. This has been an eventful live in a few different ways. And even though I took a nap this afternoon, I'm getting tired. You as well, Astra. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta count and see how many squares I ended up with at the end of this thing. I'm not sure if it was 10 or 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 5 more squares to make until we have all of the squares we need to finish putting this thing together. There still is a little bit of crocheting that needs to be done. But very minimal. The biggest part we have left to do on this project is just like sewing. The least fun part, in my opinion. Sewing all the squares together. But sew the squares together we will, we shall, we must. Because we need to finish this dang thing. So, Violet, I would like to be on every Sunday night. During Hot Cocoa Bomb season, it is not feasible. But once Hot Cocoa Bomb season is over, I do plan to go live once a week. We're going to start with once a week. We'll see where we go from there. But I probably will do Sunday nights because I feel like it seems to be a good time for most people. Obviously, you can never find a time that's perfect for everyone. But I probably will do Sunday nights. At least we'll start there and we'll see. We'll see where we go. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We got almost like over 2.5 hours. That's pretty good. Pretty good live. And I will see you next time. I'm not sure when the next live will be. It's just like right now, if I can fit it in, it's great. But it's not like a regularly scheduled thing. So, the Sunday Scaries. Have a great night. Happy crocheting. And we will have the next vlog up by this upcoming weekend. And it's going to be all about this. And hopefully we will see a finished shirt by the end of that vlog. That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm going to try really hard to make it happen. Anyway, you guys have a great night. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Spinning circles at the roller rink. I could walk or skate around, but I'm back where I came from. But then it came as a surprise.